Welcome back to Daily Health Secrets. Have you ever wondered why, even when you eat healthy, take expensive supplements, and try to do everything right, you still wake up with aching joints, unexplained fatigue, brain fog, or digestive discomfort? Millions of people today are living with a silent internal fire called chronic inflammation. It's not the kind of inflammation you can see. There's no obvious wound, no visible infection. Instead, it burns quietly inside the body, damaging blood vessels, weakening the immune system, accelerating aging, and creating the perfect environment for diseases like diabetes, heart disease, Alzheimer's, and even cancer. But here's the shocking part. One of the most powerful natural tools to fight this inflammation may already be sitting in your kitchen, and it costs less than a set cup of coffee. Today, we're uncovering a science-backed combination that researchers have called one of the most important discoveries in natural medicine: turmeric and black pepper. But there's a catch. If you're simply adding turmeric to food or drinking turmeric water the traditional way, you may be wasting almost all of its benefits. There's a hidden absorption secret that changes everything. And once you understand it, this simple morning drink could become one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory habits for your entire body. Let's begin. Did you know that many of today's chronic diseases share the same hidden root cause? Inflammation. Now, not all inflammation is bad. If you cut your finger and it becomes red or swollen, that's acute inflammation, your body's natural healing response. But chronic inflammation is completely different. Imagine a small electrical leak hidden inside the walls of a house. You don't see flames, you don't smell smoke, but slowly, day after day, the structure weakens from the inside. That's exactly what chronic inflammation does to the human body, and the frightening part is that most people don't realize it's happening. They wake up tired, their knees ache in the morning, their stomach feels bloated after meals, their energy crashes in the afternoon. Many assume it's simply getting older, but often these are early warning signs that the body is overwhelmed by oxidative stress and inflammatory damage. And the causes go far beyond unhealthy food. Modern stress, poor sleep, environmental toxins, processed diets, and an imbalanced gut microbiome all contribute to this invisible fire. Now here's where things become fascinating. Turmeric, the bright golden spice used for centuries in traditional medicine, contains a powerful compound called curcumin. Curcumin has been studied extensively for its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. Some researchers even compare its biological activity to certain pharmaceutical anti-inflammatory drugs. But there's a major problem most people don't know about. Curcumin is absorbed extremely poorly by the human body. In fact, if you drink turmeric alone with warm water, very little of it actually reaches your bloodstream. Your liver quickly identifies curcumin as a foreign substance and removes it before it can do much good. This explains why many people consume turmeric regularly, yet still struggle with inflammation, joint pain, or fatigue. And this is where black pepper changes everything. To understand why this combination is so powerful, we need to look inside the body, specifically at the liver and digestive system. Curcumin is a fragile compound. It doesn't dissolve well in water, and it's rapidly broken down by the liver through a process called glucuronidation. Think of your liver like an overprotective security guard. The moment curcumin enters the body, the liver tags it for removal and sends it out before it has time to circulate. As a result, blood levels of curcumin remain extremely low. But black pepper contains a natural compound called piperine, and piperine acts like a biological unlocking key. Research has shown that piperine can temporarily inhibit the enzymes responsible for breaking down curcumin. One famous study found that combining curcumin with piperine increased curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. That number completely changed how scientists viewed turmeric supplementation. Imagine curcumin as a fire truck carrying powerful anti-inflammatory compounds. Without piperine, the truck gets stuck outside the city gates. Piperine opens the gates, allowing curcumin to finally reach the inflammation inside your body. Without black pepper, turmeric is simply a spice. With black pepper, it becomes biologically active on an entirely different level. But there's another crucial detail most people miss. Curcumin is fat-soluble. That means it needs healthy fat in order to cross cell membranes effectively. Your cells are surrounded by lipid membranes, and curcumin requires fat as a transportation system. That's why the most effective turmeric formula always contains three components: turmeric, black pepper, and healthy fat. Together, these compounds help target inflammatory pathways like NF-κB, often called the master switch that activates inflammatory genes inside the body. Many people think, I feel mostly okay, maybe a little stiffness or headaches sometimes. But chronic inflammation rarely stays small. Over time, it spreads silently through the entire body. The immune system becomes constantly overactivated, and eventually, it can begin attacking healthy tissues by mistake. This is linked to autoimmune diseases like rheumatoid arthritis, psoriasis, and lupus. Inflamed blood vessels become damaged and stiff, increasing the risk of hypertension, heart attack, and stroke. Researchers now believe that Alzheimer's disease is also strongly connected to chronic inflammation in the brain. Inflammation disrupts the brain's ability to clear toxic proteins, leading to memory decline and cognitive deterioration. Even more concerning, chronic inflammation creates the perfect environment for cancer cells to grow. When tissues are continuously damaged and repaired incorrectly, abnormal cells gain opportunities to survive and spread. And perhaps the most visible effect of all is accelerated aging. Scientists sometimes call it inflammaging. Your skin ages faster, energy declines, recovery slows down, the body begins breaking down from the inside out. Most people don't notice the damage until symptoms become severe, until the lab results turn abnormal, until the pain becomes impossible to ignore. But what if you could reduce the fire before it destroys the house? Now let's talk about the practical side, because simply throwing turmeric into hot water is not enough. To maximize absorption and effectiveness, you need the correct ratio and preparation method. Researchers suggest using approximately 10 parts turmeric and 1 part black pepper. For example, 1 teaspoon turmeric powder with a small pinch of black pepper. You only need a tiny amount of pepper to activate the piperine effect. Since curcumin is fat-soluble, combine it with healthy fat sources such as coconut oil, extra virgin olive oil, almond milk, or walnut milk. This helps curcumin pass through the intestinal wall and enter circulation more efficiently. Here's a simple daily formula: 200 milliliters of warm water, 1 teaspoon turmeric powder, a pinch of black pepper, half a teaspoon raw honey, and half a teaspoon Gatorade. Mix well and drink while warm. Avoid boiling water, since excessive heat may reduce curcumin stability. Morning is considered ideal because the digestive system is empty and absorption tends to be better. Knowledge only matters when applied consistently. So here's a simple challenge. Try this routine for 28 days. Why 28 days? Because that's often enough time for the body to begin adapting and reducing inflammatory stress processes. During the first week, many people notice improved digestion and less bloating. By the second week, joint stiffness and minor aches may begin to ease. During the third week, mental clarity and energy often improve, and brain fog may decrease. By the fourth week, energy becomes more stable throughout the day, and inflammatory markers may start improving. The key is consistency. And beyond the morning drink, try incorporating turmeric and black pepper together into everyday cooking whenever possible. Think of them not just as spices, but as daily protection for your cells. At the end of the day, health is rarely built through expensive miracle products. It's built through small daily decisions repeated consistently over time. Adding a pinch of black pepper to turmeric may seem insignificant, but sometimes the smallest habits create the biggest biological changes. Your body is constantly working to heal, repair, and protect you. The question is, are you giving it the tools it needs? Because when the body becomes healthier, the mind becomes clearer. And when inflammation decreases, quality of life changes completely. So don't wait until symptoms become severe. Start tomorrow morning. 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1 pinch of black pepper, and 1 simple habit that may help your body fight inflammation naturally. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Daily Health Secrets for more science-based health insights. And tell us in the comments, have you ever tried turmeric for inflammation or joint pain? Did you know black pepper could increase absorption by up to 2,000%? We'd love to hear your experience. Stay healthy, stay strong, and we'll see you in the next video.